What's on, Luminaires? This is Barber with Beauty and the Barber, and I'm back to you guys with another deck profile. Today I've had the joy of testing set 4 and getting a little bit of an idea of what I'd want to play for the next set. Um, I haven't had as much testing as I want to with this deck yet, so this is definitely a very, very rough copy. I threw this together actually this morning. I was with a buddy in Discord, and we were just kind of joking around, talking about green purple Jafar, how it could be a potentially good combination, and we found out that it actually worked. Actually surprised at it, and I just want to go over the lines of play and the cards I used and how I was pretty successful with it so far. So starting off with your green cards, you got your one drop Diablo. This card, basically you just play it turn one. You get to look at your opponent's hand and understand what they can and can't do. It gives you an idea of what you can and can do. Especially as a competitive player, knowing what your opponent has is huge. It's one of those things that you just have game knowledge that is far more than we ever had before, and green does it the best. So going in our two drops, we have the Sudden Chill card. We run this just with the three drop Ursula so that he can double sing it. I was running the Flins and the Merfolk. I'm still tossed on whether I want to run those over the Diablo. But Diablo turn one is pretty good. And I was testing red purple, and I just kept running into this card, and it did so much work that I had to build a deck around it. So everybody's familiar with the two drop Ursula. You just play this card. You can rip a song out of your opponent's hand. Really good. Also card knowledge. So you got card knowledge on turn one. You got card knowledge on turn two. You can sing Sudden Chill with Ursula. A lot of good lines of play with that. And then best card of the deck. Get your copies right away. This card is just absurd. Diablo. He is a shift for discard action. So if you have the one drop, the three drop, and like a sudden chill or a friends in hand, then you're just online to drop this guy turn one. And getting this guy out turn one is just so insane because the card reads that whenever this card's exerted, during your opponent's turn, whenever they draw a card, you draw a card. And this counts every time that you draw cards. So if they cast a whole new world on you and this is actually sideways, then you're going to draw 7 cards on top of the additional 7. So this card just says to a lot of those decks that want to draw a lot that they are limited to what they want to do unless they get rid of this card. And like I said, get your copies now. This is going to be one of the most well-known cards of the set, Diablo. Enough of that card. We'll go into our three drops. We got the Hey Hey. I like this card, especially as a competitive player. We all know that turn one, going first, is just really crucial in this game for most strategies. So being able to use a Hey Hey, you get to say, hey, I got less energy than you, less ink. So I can play this. And let's say I don't have an inkable card in hand. Another good play is you can just play this and it'll just ramp from the top of your deck as long as you don't have as much ink as your opponent. Really good card. Really good card for the strategies that ramp and being able to keep up pace going second. Just really confused why they made this card, but since they made it, I had to run it. Enough about that card. Quest for 2/3 also, so the body line's pretty good. Oh, and also Diablo has evasive. That's why it's really hard to get rid of. I know this card's not in English, but yeah, this card having evasive is what makes it get so hard to get rid of. Anyways, three drop Ursula, legendary from the last set. Double sings the song. Not really anything more I have to say about this song card. It's a 2/3 stat line. And then we go into our purple cards. We got the Rafikis. These are just staple for purple, just to hold off the people from trying to challenge you too early. And then you got the friends on the other side. It's just going to continue your draws. You got your Madam Mims. This Madam Mim is obviously, the fox. Everybody knows what it does. Rush. Put a card to hand. Then you got your Jafars. Your Jafar 4-drop. This is the one you want to shift over. This card gets +1 strength for every card in your hand. So I've had this card get up to I don't know, I think the one game I had it like 6 power almost the whole time. So, and if you have a bunch of cards in hand, he just becomes stronger. You got your 4-drop Merlins, the rabbit, just draw a card on leave, draw a card on play, standard. You got your goats, gain a lure on leave, gain a lure on play. You got your Ursula shift target, so you got a couple different targets for her. And I'm actually still working on trying to put the purple one in. I was testing that one this morning. But I feel like we have enough targets to where this card is just relevant to play in the deck without the Challenger +3 one, which I do like the Challenger one. So maybe I'll switch a couple of these cards and add some of those to make the Ursula more consistent. But for now, I think this is fine. And this card is just amazing. You can shift 5 over any Ursula. So you got your 3-drop one, you got your 2-drop one. Those are 8 targets for this to come down on turn 5. Questing for 3, it's a 4/7, so it's really, really big. When she quests, you get to exert a card, so it has the Pinocchio effect on quest. And just questing for 3 is just huge. Also, the permanent effect of not having any other characters be able to sing songs is pretty good. It doesn't come in all too often, but there's a lot of really good songs in like Red now where they can just sing with the rabbit and kill things. The new Scar, I forget the name of the card, but it's a new Scar card. So we just want to stop stuff like that, stop steal song, and getting rid of this card is just extremely hard. 4/7 stat line, it's just huge. I played a game today where I was playing red purple and I was playing against a blue steel deck, and this card shifted it on 5, and I was able to quest with it for 3 times, getting 9 lore out of the 7-drop, and another, I think 2 or 3 off of the 2-drop that I played. So the card's just insane. This is another card I think you should probably get your copies of right away. So let's go into the next card. This is the heart of the deck. If you want to get this uber super combo off, you do Jafar plus Ursula. So you want to basically get Ursula on 3, play Jafar on 4, Jafar on 5, and have this in hand if you have the nuts. But yeah, Jafar, when he's exerted, every time you draw, you gain a lore. So being able to sing this with Ursula actually cheats the song twice. So you're going to sing this song, which is called Last Star on the Right, I believe. Not in English, but I've been, just trying to play these cards and figure out what they do. But this says that you can sing together for a total of 10 cost and draw 5 cards. So being able to draw 10 and gain 10 lore off the Ursula Jafar combo is really wild. You can also stick 2 Jafars and just like win that way. There was a game I played earlier today. I played against Red Purple and I had just 2 Jafars on board. And I had just the 4-drop and the 7-drop. He ran out of removal. I went through like a Be Prepared and a couple of other things. And he ran out of removal. And I was able to stick one of these, and I had one of these down. And I had another 7-drop in hand with this. And I had a Diablo on board. So I was able to quest with one of the Jafars, sing with Diablo and Jafar, and gain 10, draw 10. Gain 10, draw 5. But still, it was just ridiculous, the combo lines that you can do with this card. And I was told this card was unplayable by a lot of people when they first read the card. Oh, nobody's going to be able to play this for 10. It's sing together for 10. It's actually a lot easier than you think it is. I've been getting this card off actually in a lot of different decks, and being the card player I am, I like to draw cards and have a lot of resources and be able to have the most options against my opponent. Not only that, being able to use this deck to see what my opponent can do at almost all times of the game is extremely powerful. Closing thoughts on this deck, I think this is still a super rough draft. It is just a deck profile that people want, so I was tired as heck today after all the testing I did, and I had a pretty busy Sunday, and just trying to get it out there for the people. I know that everybody was interested, and it's a pretty cool combo. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those decks that I think does have a place in the meta. We just had to fine-tune it, much like the Steel Amethyst Jafar list last set. And I also want to make an updated list to that because I think that deck is also very good going into this next set. That being said, I am extremely tired. I'm ready to go to bed, so I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my deck profile on this. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with the deck, and maybe if you guys have any comments or any ideas, feel free to join in the Jafar Discord that we have, and We talk about these decks all day. We send screenshots, decks lists. We talk about Jafar a lot. We think the card's amazing. It's probably the most fun card to play in Lorcana when you can combine it with Ursula and all these other new cards. Set 4 just introduced a lot more fun for the game. That being said, like I said, I'm extremely tired, so I'm going to get going. I will be back tomorrow with some gameplay of the deck. I didn't really feel like I could do any gameplay tonight. Too tired. And you guys will definitely be enjoying what I post tomorrow. So until then, Barbers signing off. Thanks, guys.